What's going on, everybody? This is Daryl Andrews, Coach D. Decided to do one of my lives from a different location in our office building than my office. And so here I am in the area in which, in this facility, training and development is provided. And this is kind of the rest area. And then there's an actual training facility around the corner. But just wanted to kind of follow up on this life reconstruction process we've been talking about, and with a special emphasis on this past week, we've been talking a lot about goals versus systems. And earlier in one of my sessions the other day, I had mentioned that goals can be a blessing and a curse at the same time, because a lot of people have goals, but very often people end up dropping those goals, or if they don't see like immediate success, just totally get discouraged when it comes to trying to achieve those goals. And the reason why is, what I'm learning is that it's really a byproduct of the habits that we've established in our own lives, the way we've done things over the years that have historically kept us anchored to the way we constantly do things. So what we do is we'll keep setting those goals time and time again, just keep setting them. And then, we keep saying to ourselves, why in the world am I not achieving these goals? Be it, personal goals, be it business goals, be it financial goals, career goals, we keep slipping back into the same old rut that we continually find ourselves in. Well, the other day, I made this quote, and I'll share it again, and that is, we don't rise to the level of our goals, we fall to the level of our systems. And so if we don't have a system in place, the goal's not going to happen, and we're definitely not going to advance. So I'm encouraging people to really consider not necessarily putting a major emphasis on goals. Have a goal, but let the goal be the guide. But spend your day-to-day focus on the systems that you need in order to achieve that goal. Man, I am committed to this, because what I realized in coaching people over years and training and standing on stages and motivating and inspiring people is people come back to me years later still saying the same thing, what they're going to do, what they're going to accomplish. And you say, my God, you said that 5 years ago. Why is it that now you're still talking about this 5 years later? And what happened is that habitual mindset has shifted the person back to what it was comfortable, the normalcy. And so I'm going to tell you something. This is just a statement to keep in mind while I'm talking about this. And that is, goals feel good. Systems don't. Act like you're in a seminar and write that down. Goals feel good. Systems don't. And 90% of people don't achieve their goals because they don't like systems. And so when we talk about putting a system in place to lose weight or to be healthy, like I'm always on that quest, man. So you know what I do? I do intermittent fasting. I throughout my days, I try to eat more vegetables than I would anything else. Cut the sugars, cut the sweets. But I also have a little booklet that I keep where I monitor that stuff. Why? Because that's my system. That's why at my age, I can, kind of look the way I look, and not that I'm perfect, but because and have the energy level I have, because I'm operating within a day-to-day construct. And I encourage people to consider that. When you think about you want to achieve a certain outcome, part of your reconstruction process is reprogramming the way your mind sees things. Years ago, I used to talk about this thing called brain set, and I still do from time to time. And brain set is different than mindset, because brain set is really when your brain starts to become familiar with the way you operate, that it actually starts to oppose you when you try to change. That's when you may need a little psychological help. So get somebody to work with you and kind of counsel you through this. Because now it's like you're at war with yourself. And every time you try to change, you just don't change. And so what we don't want to do is we don't want to be a person that's locked in the brain set, man. We want to put systems in place, just like an athlete in training, to be able to program ourselves to think a certain way on an ongoing basis. When I work with my customers and we do core values integration, when we do diversity programs, when we do self-care integration systems, we do a variety of different things here with our company, right? me and my team, we always go after systems. And we say to people, you know what, you can bring us in. I love to come in. Coach, you're motivational, you're inspirational. I said, absolutely, I appreciate that. Have been like that for years. But the reality is the greatest success that we have is when we're able to put systems in place to help people achieve outcomes. A system for effective leadership, a system for team building, a system for conflict resolution. Because conflict is not going to resolve if we just do a one-time training. People are going to go right back to the same conflict they had before the training started. Self-care is not going to work if you do a one-time training, because what happens is people get mad. They're going to throw the smoothie at somebody because they're mad at them. They haven't learned emotional intelligence and all the things that are necessary to put together continuity when it comes to self-care. Self-care is more mindset than it is external stuff. That's why folks go to yoga class for a month and then they quit. So what we're saying today is keep in mind, right? Systems are more powerful than goals. And I would dare say to people, and this is going to really be contradictory, and a lot of my coaches out there are going to get nervous when I say this, but it's the truth. I wouldn't set another goal without first setting a system. What's the system? If it's weight loss, don't jump on the scale every other day. Jump on the scale once every other week and stay with the system every day. If it's improving my finances, save 5%. Start with 1%, 2%. Every time I get $1, I'm going to save, 25 cents. Start somewhere. And put a system together. And then once you master the system, then maybe think about adding a goal to it. You see, because if it's just a goal, then I'm going to go weigh myself every day, or I'm going to do X, Y, Z. And then when I don't see the immediate, what they call it, the immediate gratification, then I drop it. And that's not how you achieve things. So if I seem a little intense with this year, you may say, oh, Coach, man, it seems like this is all you're talking about. I am, because I've been working with people now for 20 years. So I've been around tens of thousands of people, thousands of organizations, schools and school districts. We motivated probably close to 1 million young people standing on stages, and countless employees and staff, and keynoted at all kinds of conferences and coached a plethora of people. But the ones that always seem to succeed are the ones who put systems in place. Not the ones who are just gung-ho to do something. It's the one who conduct the system. So anyway, I just want to share that little nugget with you today. It's really, goals are great, but the systems are better. I'm just going to say that to you, and I'm just going to stand by it. People may not agree with me. That's my website, CoachDSpeaks.com. If you have any questions, you can always go there. You can always click on the tab on the homepage that talks about schedule a session with us to kind of talk about what we're talking about, to see what we're doing. If you're head of an organization, leading an organization, don't just do professional development training. Put systems in place. Get some consulting, get some coaching. If you're an individual that has goals, find somebody. If you're not going to use a coach, find a personal accountability partner, man. Don't try to do this on your own. You need people to help you. And so put those systems in place, and don't even think about it anymore, because this is what we want. And I'm going to end with this. We want to go from this being what we do to this being who I am. Please write that down. You want this to go from being what I do to who I am. I go to the gym just about every morning. Probably may miss a morning every now and then, because to me, it's no longer about going to the gym. That's not even a thing anymore. That's who I am. I got to get those weights in. I got to get it running in. It's who I am. So it's, in my late 50s, I still get up every day and go to the gym. You know what I mean? And why? Because it's not even a thing to me anymore. It's just what I do. It's not what I do. It's who I am. I like being healthy for my wife. I like being healthy for my kids. I like being healthy for my customers. I like when I stand on the stage or even in a virtual program, looking good, feeling good, all of that. And then I just, be honest with you, I care about Daryl. So I like for Daryl to be healthy and strong. It's not who I am. It's who I am. It's not what I do anymore. And so that's what it really is about when you have a system in place. I've had this system since I was 16. I haven't stopped working out since then. Little hiatuses every now and then, but never a full stop. So that's all I got for you today. If you want to reach out to us, there's our information. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope that this information was helpful. And reach out to us if we can help your organization, business, corporation, workforce development group, or for individual coaching programs. Take care. Bye-bye.